I'm bringing myself here to discuss about destructive changes. So firstly, I will just give the brief intro about what is destructive changes, why we use it, and how we use it. And afterwards, I will be showing you a small demo just for the reference, and similarly, you can implement in your project. Okay, so first, what is destructive changes? Destructive changes is nothing but one of the mechanisms that allow us to delete the components from the org. Whereas maybe some question arises in our mind like why not package.xml means we are referring for deploying the things, deploying the components, adding the components or updating the existing components. We are using package.xml for that. So why we are not using that package.xml only for deleting the component? So I just wanted to make you understand that has advised us to use destructive changes. Even through the destructive changes only we'll able to delete the component from our org. Okay, so in that scenario, how we are going to use it, that is like we have to maintain two files. Okay, that is the one is the package.xml, another one is the destructivechanges.xml. Okay, so yeah, previously we used to maintain the two files, but later they have further divided the destructive changes into pre and post. Okay, so I'm going to discuss here about these files and the small demo how about its usage. Okay, so yeah, so for the demo I have created one field on account object that is called the sample. Okay, that is called I have created one field that is sample, this field, and this field has been referred in in my in this class, account class, if you see here. And means I decided to delete my this field. So if I'm going to delete from UI, then also it will give me error that this field has been referred in this class, and before deleting it I have to remove its reference. So similarly, if we wanted to delete the changes, any components through the destructive changes, so in that scenario also we will get this kind of error. Suppose if I'm yeah, means in that scenario also we have to follow the same path. Firstly we have to remove the reference of that field, and then we'll able to delete this field through the destructive changes as well. Okay, so through for doing this I'm going to take a I'm going to retrieve these classes, these account object and this class to my system, because this the means only this field have reference into this class only. But in your case, if that is referred in multiple places, then you have to take all those all those things on your system and have to remove the reference from there. And for the you have to make a package, you have to make a zip file and have to deploy. I'm going to show you that how you need to do. So now I'm going to retrieve my components, and I will be showing my package.xml that I have referred. See, I have mentioned these two only, effect account class and this custom object. So I am now that I'm going to retrieve it from my sandbox. Okay, now it has been retrieved. Okay, this is my file. I'm going to extract it. Okay, this is my class. I'm going to open it in my notepad plus plus. Okay, and go to this object because it is referring this object also. So I'm not removing the object, I'm removing the field of it. So I have to update in that scenario what all things is going to update, that account class and account object, both is going to update. So both will be, when we will be deploying it for the deleting the components with the destructive changes, in that scenario I have to mention both object and apex class in the package.xml because these two are going to update. Now I will be removing it from here, reference, and need to save it, and I have to remove the field from that object too. Now it has been removed. I need to make my package.xml. Let me delete. Okay, now okay, let it be sorry. Delete it. Now I have to pull here my destructive file too. This file we having the component which I am going to delete. So here in my case I am going to delete the sample field of the custom field of the account, that is the custom field. So in your case, if you are deleting objects, so you have to write down here custom object and object name. Okay, and in the package.xml I will be mentioning the count class because these two is going to update. Suppose if you are also adding the new thing, new classes that is independent to this field, so that also you can add in your package.xml and you can run in one go. So let me create the delete. Now I'm going to zip it. Like you see, there are how many files is there. Destructive post will be parallel to the package.xml and it will hold the component which is going to delete, and this will hold the detail of the component which is going to update or add. Let me create the compress file zip and I'm going to deploy it through the workbench. Deploy, choose my file. Okay, let me deploy it. Let me open it. See, it has been deployed. Let it be. It has been deployed. This all the result is success along with the count fields that all were in that account object. Along with that, you will see here the object class also. From there it has been removed. Okay, now if you're going back and you will look for this field, then let me refresh it. Give me a moment. Sample, go to the sample. There is no any fields. Okay, that field has been deleted. So similarly in your requirements, if you have you can go, you can follow this video and you can tackle with your problem. Yeah, yeah, that's all about the destructive changes implementations. And yeah, one thing maybe I forgot to, so order of execution would be order of execution would be like, in our case, firstly package.xml will be execute, means like firstly the reference will be removed, and afterwards the post will be executed, means post, after post means after updating the component of the organization, we are going to delete. Means in general terms, what in the scenario, if we think like firstly we have to remove the reference, so that is done by the package.xml, then we have to delete that my component, so that is come into the post. Yeah, I hope yeah, that's all about this session, and